All right. So we got some good news, and good news is always great. Well, that's what we really want to hear all the time. Good news. Some people hear so much bad news that if you hear a lot of good news, so many days in a row, you start to think something was wrong, but it's not. Good news is good news, and we should always want to hear some good news. We should always look for good news. So I'm going to give you guys what you want. All right, that's for sure. Looks like God picked the right man to do the job. He doesn't make any mistakes. So, all right, so we got a little update here. Jesse Waters is going to lay out what he's got, and I want to go ahead and react to this, but I'm going to let him do most of the talking because I think, Jesse Waters always does a wonderful job. Big shout out to Jesse Waters at Fox. One of the last of the Mohicans there, but Fox has got some pretty strong hitters. But let's just jump right into it, and I'll go ahead and react.
It's day 18 in the trial for a crime that Democrats still haven't named. Michael Cohen suffering under a blistering cross-examination today. And oh boy, did he fall apart. The prosecution's entire case rested on one phone call that Michael Cohen says took place. Cohen testified that he called Trump's head of security and told him that the Stormy payment was taken care of. That was the big link between Trump and the money. Today it came out the call never happened. Trump's defense lawyers showed Cohen a sheet of text messages on the night he claims he made that call. Turns out Cohen had been getting prank calls from a 14-year-old and called Trump's security chief to ask if he could sic the Secret Service on him. Trump's defense attorney raising his voice, zeroing in on Cohen. That was a lie. You did not talk to President Trump. Cohen panicked, shifted in his seat, voice cracking. I'm not certain that's accurate. But the call logs don't lie. It was a Perry Mason moment. Sources inside the courtroom tell us the entire jury's jaw hit the floor. And never Trump or George Conway put his hands to his face and stared at the ceiling. CNN couldn't believe it.
Michael Cohen was cornered in what appeared to be a lie.
I don't think I've ever seen a star cooperating witness get his knees chopped out quite as clearly and dramatically as what just.
He's a star witness. Think about that for a minute. This is their best pick, the best witness that they have to come and take Trump down, right? Again, just to take him off the campaign trail, distract him, and make him waste a lot of money. But it's going to backfire, and I think we all know that. And, our level of hope is just on high.
Just happened with Michael Cohen.
This does seem pretty bad, though.
This does seem, I feel like there are a lot of questions that have been raised.
I think if I was a juror in this case, watching that, I would think this guy's making this up as he's going along.
Donald Trump called it fascinating.
He's making it up as he go along. Kind of like the mainstream media. That's what they do, right?
I think it was a very interesting day. It was a fascinating day. And it shows what a scam this whole thing is. I'm spending a lot of time and I'm spending a lot of money, which is what they want. They want me to spend my time and my money. And I'm willing to do it because ultimately we have to fight for the Constitution.
The entire testimony was a disaster. Trump's lawyer played for the jury. Michael Cohen sounding like a lunatic on his podcasts. A very different Michael Cohen from what the jury had seen inside of court.
I truly hope that this man ends up in prison. It won't bring back the year that I lost or the damage done to my family, but revenge is a dish best served cold. And you better...
Is it just me, or does Michael Cohen look like a person that doesn't smile very often? His face is always in a permanent frown position. I'm just saying, does he look like a happy guy? No. He just doesn't, man. Some people just wear their emotions on their face,
believe I want this man to go down and rot inside for what he did to me and my family. He is about to get a taste of what I went through, and I promise you, it's not fun.
Jurors peered up at Cohen while the tape played. They were embarrassed for him. Cohen looked down at the ground, also embarrassed. Imagine being a juror, listening, and realize you just spent your whole month away from work, away from your family, to listen to a case in which the star witness is exposed as a fanatic, seeking revenge on the defendant. The defense caught Cohen in lie after lie. At one point, the lawyer says, "Did you ever ask for a pardon?" Cohen says no. Then the lawyer pulled out a deposition where Cohen asked for a pardon. The whole courtroom just shakes their head. The defense painted a picture of a jilted lawyer who'd been passed over for White House chief of staff and who even had a hard time getting tickets to the inauguration. Cohen was suicidal and was forced to admit under oath that he had a vendetta against Trump. If you're a juror and you hear the star witness say that, not good. Michael Cohen's former lawyer told Fox this morning that Cohen said he never had anything on Trump, which would make sense because if Cohen did have dirt on Donald, he would have handed it to the feds on a silver platter to stay out of prison.
Right. So like I said yesterday, Michael Cohen's facing 72 years. But if he has something, that'll, get Trump arrested, then, he'll get 70 years off of his sentence. That's crazy. Okay. That's how bad they want to lock Trump up, give somebody 70 years off of their prison sentence. This is crazy, man. But if he had something, Jesse makes a really good point. If he had something, wouldn't he have, where is it? Wouldn't he have brought it out already? Instead, it's just backfiring and exposing him, just like all the rest of the cases. It's crazy, man. Like, this is what lawfare looks like. It's exactly what it is. So,
besides making that statement, I swear to God, I don't have anything on Donald Trump, he also said more times than that answer, guys, I want you to understand, I will do whatever the F I have to do. I will never spend a day in jail. And then he'd slam his hand on the conference room table. And what does that mean to you? That means this guy is saying, I will lie, cheat, steal, do whatever I have to do. I'm not going to jail.
Yep.
As Johnny Cochran said, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And nothing here seems to fit. Bragg's whole case is hanging on a liar, a phone call that never happened, and a crime that no one can name. Bragg hasn't offered any proof that this payment was a campaign finance violation, that Trump knew or believed it was a campaign finance violation, and that he willfully falsified business records to cover it up. How do you cover up a crime that doesn't exist?
Yeah, so it's like day 18 of the trial, and the jurors are apparently quite flabbergasted at Michael Cohen's testimony. They can't believe it. Their jaws are dropping. I don't know if you caught that part, but it's not good for Michael Cohen. It's not good for the DA. They already knew this going in. That's why it took so long to get this case going, because they had to try to find something good enough to put on TV, basically. But we all knew that it wasn't going to work because it's just untrue. Very interesting things are coming out of it. We get to see, like I said yesterday, we get to see how our court system is being run in New York, and they're exposing everything that they're doing. We get to see exactly what our jobs need to be and how to fix it. So everything needs to be reversed. All these DAs in place, they need to come. We need to get them out of there, and it's tough. It's going to be tough for us to, clean the house. It's going to be very tough, but we can do it. With the American spirit, with the people behind Trump, with a great administration, with everyone focused, 100%, people getting in shape, people taking their health more serious. All these things count and they matter. So us as Americans, we got to stay healthy. We got to stay strong. We got to stay diligent, vigilant, open our scriptures. Like the scripture says, when God is with us, who can go against you? Right? So guys, like, share, and subscribe. This has been Andre with Yep, I Said It. And until the next time, thanks.